Wah, wah, wah. Everybody, I just did a whole minute of the show to nobody, and that's not a joke. I literally had an introduction, I did the shadam, I called people out, I said hello, and then I was like, this is odd, no one's responding. I checked, and I hadn't gone live. Classic scenes from the XP zone of me. Now have I gone live? I'm still unsure if things have really kicked up. Right, someone's saying Lucy, someone is shouting, hello again, we're doing the intro again. Okay, reset, marker. Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 43 of Locking It Down with Lucy. Now with audience watching and not just me pretending in my bedroom. Yes, you are live. Well, that's always good. So, who have we got in the chat? I already called out Robert, hello. We got Miles and Kat on mod duty. Thank you for your service, good fellows. Sergio, hello. Pixel, hi. We got Bear Bonds and Jazz D. Jasmine, hello. Antonio, hi. Yes. Oh, if I spelt something wrong. Foxy Cat, you're on it. You're on it like a car bonnet with my, there we go. I can fix that on the fly. I can fix that. What is that from? I don't know. Second playthrough thoughts. Boom. It's been a week, it's been a day, it's been a life. So there we go. It's all running smoothly now, like put the oil on it. Hello. Yes, my technical skills are. Yes, Ducky. Hello. So, what am I saying anymore? I don't remember. So yes, at the top of the show. Oh well, thanks, Mark. So I'm just reading what everyone's saying. So. There is going to be a chance today, just to let you know what's on the show today. Boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, 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 ba-dum, boom, ripping off Saturday night, take away. Obviously, we'll have the usual moments of highlight and lowlight of the week. Clip of the week. It's a big one today. Did a bit of the old editing in Premiere Pro, so strap yourselves in for that and maybe grab a pancake. The main topic, as in the description of this video, which is now done. I still point up there because I'm old on the YouTube scene. I remember once upon a time, children, when the title of the YouTube video used to be above the video. That's how ancient I am. Quick, put me in a tomb and wrap me up because I might be someone's mummy. I don't know what that really means. But, so the main topic of the show is going to be my thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2, because I did spend a weekend and a hardcore week going through it. I finally was like, you know what, I'm going to go through my second playthrough. So all of that and more to come. Oh, and the more to come is I want to have a new segment on the show, which is like, because I'm like, debate you, debate me. Yes, I want you in the chat to come step up and debate me. We might make this a regular thing. I don't know why I'm doing this for debating, because in debating it's a court of law and order. And don't worry everyone, I will be judge, Judy and executioner, but the chat will have the final say on who wins the debate. So it's going to be a very formal event, no backhands. It's all, verbal jousting, like good fellow sir, and at the end someone will get to slap the other with a club. That's how violent we're going to get here. All right, just to set the tone for what's going to be happening here. So if you would like to joust me verbally in the realms of Debate Me, the new segment, then pop yourself over to the Discord and register your interest. I'm going to do my first topic will be Team Ellie versus Team Abby after I've done my Last of Us shtick. So if you would like to defend Ellie's honour against me, Team Abby, give me a sentence or whatever, and I will pick some people at random. You will have 1 minute on the clock to state your case. Okay, it's a tight. We serving out jurisdiction papers quicker than things that happen really quickly, like fast food, like McDonald's. All right, we're flipping burgers over here, and then we will find out the truth. So cool. Well, hello. Oh, we got Bethany. Hello. Thank you for coming by. Well, Bethany has appeared, says Robert. Hello. So, yeah, let's start off with... Oh, we got a bit of a check-in, all right? So today's check-in for the housekeeping. We've got some birthdays to shout out to. This is how I've always wanted to be on CBBC. So, we've had a couple of birthdays this week on the Locking It Down with Lucy family. Firstly, we want to give a big birthday shout-out to Foxy Cat, whose birthday was sometime over the weekend. Sorry, I don't know the date. So there's that. So happy birthday, Fox Cat. I hope you had a lovely birthday, whatever the date was told. And then there's also another birthday shout out that we had yesterday. It was Miles's birthday. Happy birthday, Miles. Happy birthday. So throw both our birthday boy and girl some love in the chat, because lockdown birthdays you know, it can be a toughie. So we just want to, you know, smother them with digital love notes or whatever. I don't know. So then they can feel happy and it's not going to be so sad. So I hope you all had wonderful, wonderful day. Oh, it's the 16th. Nice, nice, nice. So I hope you both had wonderful days. And next year, hopefully it won't be stuck in wherever we are. We all should all, the world, oh my god, somebody get me on the phone to the world, okay? Beep boop beep boop beep boop 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 bleep bleep bleep. Hey Mr. World, I've had a brilliant idea because we want to not only feed the world as Band-Aid once sung. Yeah, I know. It was better when Bono was in it, I agree. We also want to birthday the world. We need National Birthday Day because everybody, by the time it's got to March, is going to have a lockdown birthday. I know, it's, what? You haven't left the solar system for all your birthdays and you've had like a billion of them. I know, that's quite sad. I guess, I understand, sorry, my apologies. And the only person that ever comes is the moon. Awkward. Anyway, Mr. Earth, Mr. World, we want to have a National Birthday Day where we all celebrate all our birthdays and we get the day off from work, school, and whatever else duties that may have to happen. Cool, can we make that happen? Thank you very much, goodbye. Boop. So we can have National Birthday Day, everyone. And that's when we all go, happy birthday to us, happy birthday. And it'll be the most fantastic day in the world. So, oh wait, was there another birthday? Did I miss another birthday in the chat? I don't know, I was too busy, just talking about stuff. So, right, that's my check-in for the beginning of the show. So, without further ado, let us move on to what am I drinking? And I have something a little bit special. I don't know what this is. This is Faygo Rock and Rye. Does anybody in the chat recognise where this may have come from? Other than the shop that I bought it from. Because I've never heard of this. And I don't even know what flavour Rock and Rye is. But apparently it's delicious. Because it says so on the tin. So advertising never lies. We all know that. So, naturally, artificially flavoured. Oh, it's cream cola. Why is it red? Let's see. Oh, it's Micah's birthday tomorrow. Well, happy birthday for your birthday tomorrow, Micah. We're gonna... Is that the love child of Fanta and Tango? It may well be. It was in my local Nisa. Hey, what's written on the thing? It says something in ancient writing. Cinnamon NY Vizcaya... Karen something, I don't know what that says, but it smells it smells artificial, even though it said, oh, it smells, I know what it smells like. It smells like Tizer. Yeah. Nisa! So you know Nisa as well? Not my local Nisa. Let's see. Oh, it's red. I think it's going to be like a Tizery cherry number. Oh, it's definitely, it's got a Tizer taste to it. No, wait, hang on, Biffy. I know what you're talking about. No, but Owen and Tasha's birthday is coming up. That's my twin brother and sister. And you know Tasha. But we can't celebrate the birthdays beforehand. You got to do it post. All right, everybody. As we're doing the birthdays, it is both my brother and sister's birthday on the 23rd of December. So we'll give them some birthday love too. Right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, that is Tizer. But that is good Tizer. It's Tizer with vanilla. Oh. I really like this. This is actually really good. Oh no, 23rd of February. My bad. I don't even know where I am in the world anymore. My apologies. My brain is scrambled all over the place. It's a Trojan horse Tizer. It is. I've just come to drink, everybody. Do you know what? If I could have a skill that's totally pointless and, would mean nothing, I really want to be able to chug drinks, because if I was on I'm a Celebrity, God willing, and Deck find me out of obscurity, I would suck at the drinking task. The drinking task is where you have to, drink all kinds of grossness blended together, and you've got to really, I don't know how they do it. They, literally just open their throats, and it all just goes blah, but I can't do it. I tried with water, and it just didn't happen. Yeah, sorry, I said my birthday, because that's how egotistical I am. My apologies. Okay, so, Ooh, that is good. Must be something else in the Fargo. So, nobody's heard of this drink? It doesn't belong to anybody? Wow, I had no idea. Maybe one day we'll find out. Maybe I'll Google search it. So let's go to the lowlight and highlight of the week. Woo! Yeah, lowlight, highlight of the week. So my lowlight of the week Oh, don't forget as well, whilst I'm doing this, please put your lowlights and highlights in the chat, but maybe do it after 5 minutes, because otherwise I'll just not see them go by. Oh, Mike's saying, I've seen it in the States. There you go, there we go. So, lowlight of the week. I don't really have a specific lowlight of the week. It's more just a general lowlight of lockdown. I feel like I go through like, woo, in lockdown land, and I feel like I've hit the lockdown grumpiness where I'm like, this fucking sucks and I can't stand it, I'm gonna explode. Like literally, I'll just walk past my jeans that are hanging and they will touch me and I'm like, get off me jeans, I can't stand you, and then I'll wrestle it to the ground and have it in a headlock or something, because that's how on edge I am, alright? It just sometimes happens. And then, do you know what also happens? This is when you know things are freaking bad, because when I hate like lockdown for whatever reason, I'm driven to this side of madness that is torture of the worst kind, torture to my ears, because for some reason I turn to Spotify and I listen to British indie pop. Why? I can't stand that genre. It's all people that sound like lads from around the street going, she got that, and I'm just like, what? For some reason it appeals to me, and they're all a bit like, who's that girl? I've seen her down the corner shop. She's buying a Tizer and a Mars bar. It's like, they're like trying to be too real, and it's like, and they all sing in that. Does anybody know the type of music I'm talking about? I mean, some of it sort of ebbs and flows. Like maybe if I'm being real, I might dip my toe into a little bit of Kaiser Chiefs now and again, but they only have like a couple of like good hits, like, you know, that one that's like, I predict a riot, I predict a riot. I mean, that's pretty good. We can't deny that. See, exactly. Jazz knows what I'm talking about. The Arctic Monkeys, exactly. See, they're a bit hit and miss. Well, like, I bet that you look good on the dance floor, blah, 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 because we're really British. We have to make sure that everybody knows that, and we have to sing like we've got marbles in our mouths, and that all the words in the sentences don't have gaps. Like, so that's, so people, yes, yeah, has my tongue gone? Wait, hang on. Oh, I thought I was getting a red tongue from the Fargo. We'll find out soon when I just down it all. So that's what I listen to when I'm feeling... Yes, it's very generic, but I don't find it interesting. There's one song that I heard, because I listened to this Spotify playlist called Alternative 2000s. Every song that you ever would imagine would have been a Waterloo Road. Now, this might go over the tops of heads of people that never watched Waterloo Road, but basically, there were like this show that came on every Thursday, and it was set in like a school up north in like, I don't know where, but it was like this troubled like youths, and they'd go there and they'd be like, mess, I didn't do now, and it would always have some angsty Britpop going like, in the background while someone was like, my mum's gone to the shops and I've got to buy her cigarettes or something. And they'd be like, what's going on? And there's always... Then the people in the school, like the teachers, they were always having problems, and it was just... And then they moved to Scotland randomly. So this is the weird twist. Spoiler alert for Waterloo Road. But they all something happens to the school, and they're like, they're like, mess, we cannot have Waterloo Road. What we're gonna do? This school's meant so much to us. And they're like, don't worry, we're gonna move it to Scotland. So they all get in a car, well, not a car, but they all get in a bus, right? And they all go to Scotland, but of course, nothing can ever be, you know, let's all get in the car and sing, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts all the way up there, or 10 green bottles sitting on a wall. The bus goes on this crash, and I don't know, I think some of the pupils, I don't think anyone dies, because that would be a little extreme, whilst that has happened in Waterloo Road history. I think, like, some kid, like, has a terrible accident, and then the teachers are like, oh no, and then they're all in, like, Scotland, and they're like, oh no, now we're in Waterloo Road, but we've named the school that, but I'm not very good at a Scottish accent. Anyway, that's my lowlight of the week, is just torturing myself with all this. It was set in Manchester. Thank you. Yes, were all the kids pregnant in the show? They were, pretty much. They were Claire, and Claire really loved Dante. She was like, I love Dante, Micah, but I don't know if we'll be together. And then there was like Tom Clarkson, who was like the hot teacher that everyone was like, oh my god, Mr. Clarkson, he's well fed. But then Izzy was like, no, he's my husband. But then he went around all the teachers, Mr. Clarkson. But then Mr. Clarkson sadly met a tragic end. Spoilers for Waterloo Road, if you're ever gonna watch it. So, didn't Denzel die? Oh my god, people do watch Waterloo Road. Oh, he was a cute kid. The thing I remember about Denzel, right, so this is like a tragic, not a tragic, this is like a trope that happens across school genre films all over the place. So, obviously they're all teenagers, but they're not really teenagers, because they're like 25-year-olds pretending to be 15 or whatever. Then this little kid called Denzel came into it, and he looked like an actual fetus because he was actually playing the age he was supposed to play compared to all these grown-ups, and I just remember being like, what? Tom was a cool teacher. Wasn't Tom a cool teacher? So there we go. You didn't think about Waterloo Road today, but now you have. And those of you who haven't seen it, get on BBC iPlayer. You want to hear all about the teachers that were, cheating on each other. It's basically a soap that's set in the school, just so that you know. So that was my lowlights of the week. Has anyone else got some lowlights of the week? These accents are giving me whiplash. They're all over the place, these accents, exactly. Oh, people are saying, now that's another. So Q80 Cam is saying Blur do it the best. So Blur versus Oasis. What are we saying in the chat? Okay, for anybody who knows Blur, let me hit you with some Blur hits, okay? Let me think. So give me coffee and TV, please don't leave. That's one. They also do boys who like girls, who like girls, who like boys, who like boys, who like girls, who like girls, who like boys. Always should be someone you really love. And then there's Oasis. Oh yeah, Park. Of course, how can we forget Park Life? That's a good one. Oasis is obviously like, and after all, you're my wonderwall. And they also have that, but don't look back, you ain't good, I heard you say. See, I think Oasis probably has more of the all-rounder tracks that are good. And then Blur have just the ones, Can't Beat Song 2 by Blur. Very good. Oh yeah, little by little, you gave it everything you ever dreamed of. Hits as in multiple. Didn't they only have Song 2? No, hang on. That's not true. They had some others. I think. That's what I'm saying. Like, Blur just had like the ones, and then Oasis just had a nice, whilst I don't think any Oasis song is like, beep, 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 jackpot, they are all quite mildly listenable. But mildly is in like a good high mild cheddar cheese version of mild, which is like, oh my god, this is actually quite a strong taste for cheese. So there we go. I saw Oasis live when I was here. They were great. Wonderwall is the only song that I recognise. They have a few more. Of course, my favourite is Champagne Supernova in the Sky. I quite enjoy just doing impressions of these bands now. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, that was... So people are saying both are incredible. I feel like we're at a time. You can debate me on that if you want to. So let's move on to highlights of the week, so I don't just, because I'm sure your lowlight of the week now is listening to me sing indie Britpop to you for the last 5-10 minutes. So, highlight of the week was Podcast Club happened. It's always good to talk to my fellow podcast members, and something that came from the meeting has influenced my week. What will it be? You shall find out in the main topic. The other highlight was being part of Vitspedy, the show that Vits puts on. He has a Twitch channel where he does D&D, and I was on the Harry Potter quiz, and everybody, you'll be pleased to know I didn't win. In fact, I knew nothing, so I feel acquitted. I'm just a marginal Harry Potter fan. Okay, if I had to be a fan on the scale from Dudley Dursley to Albus Dumbledore, I'm probably somewhere in the Dobby levels, where I'm like, oh yeah, oh Harry Potter sir, I like trying to help, but then ends up just, knocking everything over, breaking people's arms, not giving them their letters because I'm that kind of troll, everyone. Yeah. Why did no one write to you, Harry? Oh, I've got all your letters in my sock bag that I'm wearing. So, great. Now, Mac, congratulations to her. She was the winner, spoiler alert. So no, after all, acquitted of all of my crimes. Thank you very much, Judge. Let me go free on bail. So those are, other highlight of the week, everybody. This doesn't happen often, I stepped up at the weekend, and I cooked the dinner for everyone, because my dad with his broken wrist, as we mentioned last week, so he can't cook stuff, and so we sort of help him out and wash up his plates and whatever. So I was like, you know what, Bethany and Chris have taught me well, and they were like, you can cook enchiladas, and I was like, you know what, I am going to cook enchiladas. And then we did it with corn. Hey, do you want to see a shout? So there they are. Do, do, do. So the enchiladas have corn meat in it, which is I thought we'd give the animals a break for the weekend, because my dad wasn't going to ever buy that stuff. So I was like, if I'm making it, I'm making it my way. So inside is corn mince. What else was there? Oh, there was onions and pepper, and then the sauce. Then over the top, we put the sauce, we put the cheese, and Bethany's secret recipe, which I hope she won't mind me sharing with you all, is you get some nachos and you crunch them up. you know, give it a bit of greens. So there we are. That is my corn. It is tasty. Oh, Bethany's like, oh my God. Bethany's going to come and kill us all for the secret. It's like the Krabby Patty formula of giving it away. Only for your locking it down with Lucy ears. So there we go. That was my forte into the world of cooking. You know, Jamie Oliver, get him on the phone. Gordon fucking Ramsay, get him on the phone. Hugh Fernie Whittenstall, get him on the phone. Mary Berry, get her on the blower. I'm all over the kitchen. I'm more over the kitchen than, I don't know, whatever. When you do the washing up and it gets all over you, you're like, oh no, I hate when that happens. Now I've got a wet stomach because I washed up too severely. Don't you hate that? Anyways, thank you all. So what was your highlights of the week or your lowlights of the week? Let me know. Let me have a look through the comments. Oh no, buffering. Every day I'm buffering. Bap, 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 bap. I'm still buffering. Oh dear, it's an awkward time. Turkey Twizzlers. Yeah, he did take away the Turkey Twizzlers. Okay, Terrence is saying, highlight of the week was Platinum Concrete Genie. Nice, nice, nice. Bethany, how are you getting on with Concrete Genie? Have you beaten it yet? Because I know that was Bethany's plan, was to play Concrete Genie this month and then maybe get back to Uncharted 3. Maybe we should get a Bethany Gaming update. Bethany Gaming update. Right when you started talking about the secret recipe, the video buffered. Oh, Bethany's been saved. Bethany's been saved. Foxy Cat, I love that more people are playing Concrete Genie. That's good. Vitz is saying Lowlight was having a super busy week at work. Oh, I'm sorry. But I've got some good news for you, Vitz, because tomorrow it's Friday. Getting down on Friday. Does anybody actually do any work on a Friday? Actually, sometimes I do. That's a lie. Sometimes I'm like, I get really into it sometimes. Highlight of the week was Pancake Day, says PS3 Gaming Scotland. Ooh, that might also be a highlight of the week. And it's their birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday for tomorrow. I hope you have a lovely day. Everybody throw some locking it down birthday love to PS3 Gaming Scotland. Whoop, whoop. What else have we got? Oh, Bethany's highlight was the Jackbox games last night. So I want to talk about the Jackbox Rewind. I would like to talk about the Jackbox party games, but next week. Because I want to throw some out there, see what people's favourite ones are, etc. So I shall get back to you on all that. Stay tuned for next week, cliffhanger. Lowlight was brother got a PS5 and I couldn't, says Connor. Oh, that's really sad. I'm sure your time will come. We shall all have PS5s. I heard on the old grapevine that like loads of PS5s got stolen again. Like, what is happening to the world? It's kind of crazy that it's such a sought after thing, but maybe it's because everyone has gone a little bit mad. AK says Platinum Spider-Man Miles Morales today. Nice, congratulations. Good Platinums happening in the chat. Caitlin says highlight was finishing Uncharted 4 for the first time and it was on crushing. Well done, Caitlin. Nice. Congratulations. Ducky says highlight was finally going back and finishing A Plague Tale. I was stuck at a part right towards the end for around a year. Nice. I remember podcast club members, Manish and Tristan, they said that was a good game, and I thought about maybe buying it, and then I just didn't because I'm a snob when it comes to video games. But I'm going to try and correct that this year, although I haven't really been doing much. You'll see. I've made some terrible gaming decisions, as you'll see in the main part of the show. Robert War says lowlight was Dad's godmother died of coronavirus, sadly. Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that, Robert. I hope everyone in your family is doing well, and hopefully this will all be but a dream someday that this horrible thing happened. I just can't believe it. It's so mad. So my thoughts are with you and everyone. So yeah. What else have we got? Done Uncharted 4 speedrun in 4 hours and 55 minutes, says Alex. Nice. Ben Adams is close to the Until Dawn Platinum. I only have to do one more playthrough. We've got some good stuff. People are doing some good gaming stuff in the gaming sphere, in the realms. So now PS3 Gaming Scotland did mention Pancake Day. So have I got a clip of the week for you, everybody. Please enjoy Pancake Day in the Reed family household for clip of the week. Enjoy!
Hello, Luna. You're going to kick off clip of the week because what day is this day, Luna? It's Pancake Day. Is what? It's Pancake Day. Is it Pancake Day, Luna? Yeah, Luna doesn't know what a pancake is. But, it's not for doggies. My apologies. So yeah, it's Pancake Day. The pancakes will be prepped by Tasha and be eaten by us. Sorry. But not you.
No, not you.
Sorry. Okay. Eggs exterminate. Is that literally all pancake is?
Yeah, flour, eggs, water.
What makes a pancake and a Yorkshire pudding a Yorkshire pudding?
I don't know.
Pancakes with nothing on.
think with your twin, you need more eggs to make it more
Omelette.
omelette.
Is it going to use flour for pancakes? Or not for omelets, don't use flour, do you?
Oh, I don't know. I've never made an omelette. So we have a variety of toppings. We've got some maple syrup, some Nutella, and a lemon, because you can have lemon and sugar. But then unfortunately there was no strawberries and there was no blueberry in the shop, so we've gone for a tropical fruit salad and these black seedless grapes. These are actually quite nice. These are quite sweet. They look like blueberries, so I'm sure it'll be fine. I think I'm going to attempt... Oh, where's the lemon gone? I might go for Nutella and black grapes and maybe a kiwi. Like that classic pancake mix-up. Imogen, what are you going to have?
I'm gonna have pancake with Nutella,
Uh-huh.
maybe pancake with maple sugar and maple syrup.
Sugar and maple syrup.
Maybe maple.
Should we...
I don't know. 'Cause I want one with Nutella.
Yeah.
I want one with Nutella, maple syrup.
Yeah. How many pancakes are you
I
having?
don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Wow. Should we order you a coffin?
Yeah.
Have to get it all conjoined together when you put it on the pan and break it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, so you need to watch that bit when that happens.
How many pancakes will be in that?
I think so. We've got 2. I've just thrown it in the bin, but we've got 2 packets. So
Oh, okay.
oh, it doesn't sell this one. Normally it's
We'll just,
there.
we'll find out.
We'll find out.
What's this button do? Oh, oh my god, that's the zoom in button. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun.
Like feminine hero in PlayStation is the English person.
I
Yeah.
hate the butler in the game.
Okay, here we go.
It's happening.
The moment, pancake number 1. That's a lot of oil.
Yeah, you're supposed to basically a good pancake. You're supposed to have a lot of oil.
Oh, really? Okay. There you are. They don't really take much that long to make, do they?
Right, especially if the pan's hot. So I need the first plate so someone can.
Okay, well I want to flip it.
We'll flip this one.
Well, I want to flip our pancake.
Alright, one second.
So as it's pancake day, you've got to flip the pancake. But don't panic. I've got this, alright? So don't flip out when it falls on the floor.
That's your one anyway. So.
Here we go.
Yeah, so-
I don't actually know how you do it. Flipendo! Let's see if we go.
Didn't even leave the air, but like just didn't go anywhere.
And if it does fall out, then
The
you'll catch
pancake
it.
gravity forgot.
Flipendo! Don't think even flip. Flipendo! Can you stop?
Luna.
Luna's gonna catch it like.
Luna's like, flip it. Flipendo! Oh my god! Alright, I'm done.
Pancake was left with one
There you
arm.
go.
It was like, no, I
Oh,
can't.
I can't flip my... No, I burnt my finger flipping a pancake once upon a time because Dad took someone to Scouts or something, or brownies. And so I was left to do it.
Totally ruined them.
No, you just put it on my Winnie the Pooh plate.
Just make sure it's cooked and then.
Okay. Oh, it's definitely cooked. So here we go. That's my pancake. Looks appetizing. Right, let's go.
Someone decided to flip it.
Well, I do like to toss my pancake. And there it is, my pancake masterpiece. Let me try. Oh no, I've got Nutella on me. Okay. How am I going to eat this? Yes, please.
Oh Jesus! You're acting like Dad now.
Grapes and chocolate. Oh, thanks.
I don't know if maple syrup and Nutella goes together, but.
You got that to Lucy, please. Oh, where is it?
On the screen.
Mm. I thought, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
You can't.
Doctor.
Yeah. But I like it.
Yay!
If it's for friends who do stuff together. Well, there we go.
I'm excited for my pancake.
These are the scenes from Pancake Day. I've had my pancakes, so I'm happy now.
Hi. Oh. Hi.
Mm.
Bye. Bye.
So there we go. Happy Pancake Day to us all. I like how Justy Lola of the week was seeing that pancake. One of my highlights was seeing Bethany's horror in the types of text. Like, oh my god, oil. I don't know how to make a pancake. I don't know if Tasha is. Also, Bethany, I do sincerely apologise for missing the Pancake Day annual message. I don't know how that got lost in the dryer somewhere. My greatest apologies to you for that. But, I like as well how someone remembered, I think it was Vince, yeah, flipendo is a spell from Harry Potter, but it actually, I think, if I know my facts, which I've discovered I don't know my facts, so take this with a great big pinch of oil that you're going to throw in that pan and flip your pancakes with. But I think flipendo was literally a spell that was made for the video games, because no one says it in any movie I've seen. It was literally just the do anything flipendo spell that they would just use. So, there we go. That was the good old Pancake Day. I feel like I could have done a better job at the flipping, but alas. That's. So what did everyone else have? Did everyone else enjoy Pancake Day? What did you all have on your pancakes? Hit me up. Let me know. Hey Booker T, welcome to this episode. 10 points to Hufflepuff. The Philosopher's Stone video game. Yeah, that is it. Flipendo. Now Mars is saying maple syrup and sugar is a ballsy pancake choice. Oh, I thought that's what you were having, but that's what I had. Did I? Or did Imogen have that? I don't even remember what I had. I just liked the ingredients and then I just shoved it all thing. You learn it from Quirrell. Wow, people are hitting me with the facts today. So there we go. Bacon syrup and vanilla ice cream all in one. Now, this is the thing, Matthew. I mean, I'm not doubting your pancake abilities, but I've just given up on bacon, I feel like. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, when I eat it sometimes, I'm just like, am I enjoying this? I just don't know. There's just too much to it, and I just end up sort of pulling it apart because it's like weird. Maybe it's just because I don't have great bacon, and then I just regret it and just feel like everything sucks. Sugar syrup and Nutella. Give up on bacon. I know it is a statement. Marmite on a pancake. You could literally put anything on a pancake, I'm sure. Now here's a fun fact for you. Imagine this: a pancake, but with like a ham slice and some cheese and another pancake. Now, is that a pancake or is that now a sandwich? Or is that just a monstrosity to the pancake world? Chocolate chip cakes. Nah. I don't know. See, I normally used to have lemon juice. Oh, yeah, see, Miles has just said lemon juice and sugar is the best. I used to have that all the time as a kid. Do you know what, actually? What you didn't see in that footage, I did have a second pancake. And on the second pancake, I had maple syrup and raspberry jam. And mixed that all up. And I made the second one myself as well. I mixed the thing, I poured it in, and I stirred it around. So haven't I grown in the cooking realms? So yeah. Pancake Day. It's literally the only time I really do eat pancakes because I'm like hit or miss on pancakes. Like sometimes I used to go out with my friends on Pancake Day for lunch and we'd get pancakes. But yeah, a pancake melt. It's a savoury pancake. It's a thing. A panwich? A panaquidge. Yeah, maybe we should take it to the sandwich overlords. Sinister Dark Souls saying, I'm saying some monstrosity to the pancake world, but I have no room to judge as I used to use mustard on my pancakes as a topping. Mustard? That's a level. That is a red velvet. How does red velvet even exist? I don't really know what it is. It used to be the name of my horse in Red Dead. What a good horse. But I just don't understand what I used to always go for the red velvet cakes, and then I was like, why am I? What is happening in this red velvet? I'm not sure. So there we go. That was Pancake Day. Now, on to the main topic of the show. I mentioned at the beginning, Podcast Club. We talk about many things, mostly video games. And I don't know how we got onto this topic, but it was brought up that GTA 5 is still one of the best-selling games, like, right now. And it just baffles, like, me. It baffles a lot of people. Like, who in the world has just not played or bought that game right now? I'm guessing it's just all the money is generated from the online. And then for some reason, I was having some kind of, I don't know, midlife gaming crisis where I was just lying, like, in a spiral staircase of unsure reality, staring at my games. And you know what I did, everybody? I returned to GTA Online. I know, I haven't been there for a very long time, so I want to tell you my experience of going back into GTA Online. So I used to play it quite a lot. I got to level 50. I grinded out the last, like, 10 levels doing this stupid race over and over again because I was obsessed. And I was like, this is the worst thing I've done in my existence of existing. There are a lot of things I've done, but it was just mind-numbingly dull. I don't even know why it was that. And I remember as well, the XP, apparently this was the best way to do it. I looked it up, but the XP I was getting from this was minimal. And I was just like, when I get to 50, I am done with this. I am not going back to this game. I don't care about getting to level 100. And then, I don't know, for some reason this week, I looked at my trophies and I was like, maybe I could get that GTA 5 Platinum, because here is the lowdown, alright? I've got the hardest trophies in that game. In fact, the 2 trophies that I'm missing are quite low down on the list in terms of rarity. It's literally just getting to level 100, and it's getting 30 platinums, platinum award things, which apparently is easier now because they've added loads of extra stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to jump back in and see how I feel about it. And my God, it was an explosion to all of my gamery senses. So the first thing that happens is I load up the game. Well, actually, the first thing that happened is I put the disc in my PS5, and it starts going, oh, you can't use this app. Oh, and I was like, oh, hell no. What are you talking about? So I had to actually uninstall the game and reinstall it again. No biggie. Alright, fine. And then my character loads up, and all of a sudden, it's a bombastic, just, I can only describe it as my character has been in a coma for 5 years, and has finally woken up, and my phone is off the hook. There's people ringing me left, right, and centre. The world has changed so drastically. There's people flying about in freaking, like, motorcycles above me. And I'm just like, have I just woken up in the future or something? This wasn't the little land on the prairie that I grew up in 5 years ago when I played GTA Online. Things were just, it was mental. And then I forgot about how aggressive everybody was. You walk out of the street and you literally just go, good morning. And they're like, shut up, don't you ever speak to me. Ah! And you're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Now this is the other thing that started to tick me off. So the first thing I did, obviously, in Grand Theft Auto, was I left my apartment. I wanted to smash my phone into a billion pieces because Lester kept ringing me. These other people kept ringing me to be like, hey, I've got this, I've got that. And I was like, just leave me alone. Damn it, I need to get my bearings together. So I get into a car. I steal a car, as the name of the game is. I'm driving around in this car, you know, I'm beeping, I'm bopping, as one does when they drive. I've learned how to drive everybody, sort of. They beep and they bop. And all of a sudden, it's like, oh, someone's put a bounty on your head because you've tried to steal, because you stole their car. And I was like, which of you guys has done this to me? Because I didn't steal anybody's car, other than the fact that I did steal someone's car. So then the whole town is after me. Everyone's like trying to murder me down. And I'm like, I don't even know who I am right now. I'm having an identity crisis in this game. I'm driving to the flipping nightclub because they told me to. And there's a casino where I've got to spin a lucky wheel because apparently that's going to level me up. Because do you know what? I'm in a flipping plethora of Google tabs where I'm like, help me, I'm starting up GTA Online. What do I do? Who is this? Why is this happening? How do I get money? What's the best way to level up now? And I'm floating in tabs. So now these people are blowing me up, and I'm like, what is happening? So I look this up. Why people how do I get this bounty on me? Apparently, the NPCs can put a bounty on your head, and I was like, what the hell? Like, Is there no justice in this world? Like, why now? Because the NPCs are out to get me? I thought the humans were bad enough, so that was really, really frustrating. So now I'm looking. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna try. So I'm gonna go. I went to the nightclub. I spoke to the nightclub dude. It was very strange. I went to the casino. I spoke to the casino people. It was all very odd. And then nothing happened. And I was like, nothing is telling me what I'm supposed to do in this. Like, everybody's babbling on like, yeah, I've got these people and these shipments. I'm like, cool, I'll just do a mission. Just let me do a thing. It took me 3 hours, everybody. 3 hours of pottering around doing God knows what before I earned a single shred of RP for doing something. I don't even know what I did. I think I just lost the police or something. I don't know. And I was like, is this even worth the time? So I'm looking at my platinum relics that I have to get now, and I'm just like counting them. I've got about 17 of them. I need to get, well, 17 plus 30 doesn't actually equal the number I need. It's actually 30 to take away 17, which equals 13. So I need to get 13 more of these platinum things. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just focus on doing this. The RP will come in, and by the time I've done this, maybe I'll, you know, have a better idea of what's going on, and I'll understand the game a bit more, because it's too much. So I'm doing the thing. I buy some clothes, and I'm doing the easy ones, and then, do you know what I found myself doing? And this is when I hit a real low, everybody. I'm sitting there on my lunch break. I've made myself a little toasty with cheese, and I'm eating my toasty and cheese, getting a lap dance 25 times, and I'm like, why has my life become this? Why am I sitting here staring at virtual boobs on my lunch break for this stupid platinum trophy award because I'm trying to do the easiest ones for whatever reason? I'm just like, so my question to you, everybody, is this a worthwhile endeavour? I will say, after doing all of that, I did actually, by the way, sit through 25 lap dances, in case you were wondering. I did notice that the XP did seem to be going up a little bit faster than I remember it being. Maybe they've tweaked it a bit, because I think I stopped playing because I was just like, this is impossible. I noticed the red demification of the game. I'll tell you what the red demification of this game has become. So, Red Dead, notoriously, I hated the online because literally whatever you do, you get charged, alright? You sneeze, someone will shove a tissue in your face to wipe your nose, but then say $5 please, sir, even though you didn't ask for the tissue. You were quite happy just using your sleeve. But it's too late. They've already taken the money and run off with it and gone down to cowboy land. So this game as well, it's also charging you. Suddenly I'm getting charged rent for my cars. Maybe this happened before, I don't know. I'm also getting charged something else. What else? Like a mechanic. Thanks to the mechanic, he came round and fixed my car for me, and I was like, oh, great. You also have to pay a ridiculous amount of money to start the missions of these things, which is why I was kind of like, how do I do the casino mission? It's like, oh, you need to buy the penthouse, which is like $1 billion trillion, thank you. And I'm like, what? I don't have $1 billion trillion. How do I get $1 billion trillion so I can do this? Then I try and play a deathmatch, and then I'm here with like some other random dude. Then he drops out. Then I'm by myself again, and it's me in my flat alone again. I'm like, it's an endeavour that I don't know that I want to take on or not. But I did follow this collectibles. So this morning I was driving around doing collectibles and like, I can do this. Collectibles are pretty easy. I'm getting a decent bit of like money for this. So that's my rant, everybody. Oh, and do you know what actually also happened? Actually, I take some of the shit back. I played it this morning and I got given like a substantial amount of money for I don't know what reason. I don't know who in Rockstar was like, let's give this person some money. But I was able to buy the casino penthouse, and now I can do the casino missions. Trouble is, I have no idea how to start them. She was like, oh, I'll call you. She called me, and then she was like, yeah, come do the thing. And I was like, but where? I couldn't. There's so much happening on the map. There's dots for days. Oh my god, it's too much. I feel like the oldest person on the planet. Foxy Cat saying, "Don't do it to yourself." Right, let's check in. What are you saying, everybody? Please be my therapist in the land of gaming. I'm doing the Perico heist solo right now. A few platinum awards for doing it. Oh, nice. Miles is installed. Please help me through this insanity, Miles. Because now I just want it. I don't know why I want it, but for some reason my heart has made it so. Do the XP method AFK for level 100. What is that? What do you do? Because that's the other thing I discovered was like how to play it solo but online. But then when you play it solo and online, you can't do certain things. And I was like, oh my god. It was just, I found myself feeling more stressed out from this whole experience than not playing the game at all. Does anybody actually have the platinum for this? He's just downloading it for the boobs. Shout out to you, Sapphire, in the Unicorn Club. Great job you did there. Loving your work. But yeah, it's. I feel like it's doable if I could just like get myself. I'm gonna give it some time. I've decided I'm gonna try, and if it's not for me, then I am gonna quit. Because this is the other thing in the insanity of my mind. I also looked on my Rockstar Social Club, which I enjoy a lot, and I looked at how much time I'd put into GTA 5 online to get to level 50. Now, I'd only put in, she says, 14 hours and 51 minutes or something. So I was like, you know what? I put 31 hours into Red Dead Redemption Online to get to level 50. So I did half of that in GTA time. So maybe I should just put in the frickin', put in the work and just do it. What else is there to do in life other than something like, I don't know, learn a new language or something actually worthwhile? Who knows? Miles, I have the platinum for PS3 and PS4. Oh, it wasn't a transferable list. For a moment, I was like, what do you mean it wasn't a transferable list? Oh, interesting. I was trying to remember. It was my 9th plat, says Lambo. Nice, so maybe I can do it. I've played it for over 2,000 hours online. Do you enjoy the game? If you play with a bunch of mates, it goes fast. I just don't know. Like, I feel like I do like it to a level. Like, I like what I like to do in it, which is the jobs and the missions. But at the same time, there is a little bit that Rockstar jank you have to get over where you're like trying to get into a door, but you kind of miss it. So your character, like, bumbles into it slightly. So yeah, I just realised that I've gone way overboard talking about this because we're now going to run out of time for the main segment of the show. So Robert is saying, I believe in you, Lucy. Thank you very much. Make a video about your GTA 5 struggles. This is the video, my friend. This is me ranting, getting it off my chest. GTA 4. Oh, Chris says he will play with you as well. Oh, there we go. maybe together we can get through this, because I do want to do the heist missions, because they were meant to be the best part of the game, and I remember doing them a bit with some friends, but it was kind of during the time that I was tailing off of GTA, so I just really wanted to see what it was like. They've also done like how Rockstar has got in Red Dead Redemption the clubs, and I think, or are they called the clubs in you know, the things that we join the bounty hunter? I think they are called clubs. I think that's what's happening with this nightclub, this casino stuff. You have to put money in to unlock the missions, and then you can do that stuff, and you become CEO or something and like own a nightclub. I also went and started dancing in a nightclub. There we go. I'm just living my real life, just in the GTA 5 life. So people are saying GTA 5 is easy. All right, do you know what? I will update you all on this struggle in my life, and I'll let you know how it's going, and maybe I'll get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I get by with a little help from my friends. So now I want to get into the real meat and bones of today's episode, 50 minutes into the show. Let me just take a sip of the old Tizer cream, whatever it's called. I'm going to have to get this again. This is really, really, really good. I really like that. So, everybody, I went back to The Last of Us Part 2, finally, to give a second playthrough, a second go, to see if it would change my mind on the story. And, I will say, I put it on light, because I kind of wanted a light experience. I didn't want to have to go through the struggles, and also I kind of wanted to get through it as quick as possible. Someone is knocking on the door. Dun, dun. What? What's up? What's up? You're live on Locking It Down with Lucy.
Hi.
What's happening?
Want a pancake?
Do I want a pancake? Wow, the pancake drop is happening. I think I'll pass, thank you.
Okay, because me and Tasha Mona having one.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, if there's one left over, then maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, give a wave to the people.
Hi, it's
Hello.
me.
The police have come to raid the place. No, I swear. It's the GTA 5 police.
No, she doesn't.
Okay, so if there's not enough, it's fine. Right, anyway, room service, thank you. There we go. It's always nice when the Locking It Down staff come in to offer me a pancake. Anyway, Imogen is the police. Imagine if she just took me down. So, I played The Last of Us Part 2 on light because I wanted to get through it. The other thing I needed to do was I needed to get the collectibles. And lo and behold, collectibles are a frickin' drag. I mean, you don't need me to tell you this. So I did put on the accessibility things to make the collectibles more easier to see, to find. But even then, I found myself going into every room going boom, 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 to like try and find them. And I still managed to miss some, much to my annoyance. So that was kind of annoying. Now, my issue that I have with the collectibles in this game versus the first game is they put in, and I'm like, Naughty Dog, come on, you're better than this, bro. I know you. They've put in collectibles that are just collectibles for collectibles' sake. So in the first game, you're collecting the comics, and that kind of ties into the story a bit, because Ellie talks about the there's not many of them, and it's fine. The letters, I always like them, although I think they overdid it a bit in part 2. And what other collectibles? Oh, the training manuals of that's always a good thing. And I think that's mainly the main collectibles. But in part 2, they've added the coins and the trading cards on top of this, which are totally just nonsensical. It means nothing to the story. It's literally a collectible for collectibles' sake. They make one sort of thing like, also, Ellie is 19 years old. I mean, I'm not saying that she shouldn't be walking around picking up trading cards or whatever at her age. But at the same time, I don't think now's the time, like, oh my god, I'm so sad, things have happened to me. Ooh, trading card, I'm going to put that in for later. Maybe Abby's makes a little bit more sense, because she's like, oh yeah, these coins remind me of my dad, blah, blah, blah. But it's just pointless. They're just awful, and I don't want them, I don't need them. Please, can we get rid of collectibles for collectibles' sake? Oh yeah, and the pendants, well done, yeah. So, Fabio is correcting me. So in the part 1, you have to collect the pendants, the comic books, the manuals, and the saves. Oh yeah. But I didn't mind the shiv door, so I'm actually playing The Last of Us Part 1. Hello. As well now, just because I wanted to go back and play the first game. Notice straight away, so in comparing Part 1 to Part 2, Part 1, it goes by so much quicker in terms of there's just the pace is, it's weird actually, because the pace is so much faster. It feels like it's going almost too fast compared to The Last of Us Part 1. It was like, every day is so long, we have to walk for hours. Whereas there's a big part that I noticed, okay, here with my, Sherlock brain on. So, spoilers for Last of Us Part 1, I suppose, at the beginning. There's a bit when Tess and you and Ellie are in the museum, okay? So here's the spoiler thing. If you don't want to hear, when I stop doing this, the spoilers are over, because I just have to talk freely. So you, Tess, and Ellie, you're in a museum place, and you're fighting off a load of infected. Now, this is where Tess gets supposedly bit, I think, okay? You walk from here to the Capitol building, and when you get to the Capitol building, this is about maybe 5 minutes of gameplay. Tess is like, look, and she grabs Ellie's arm and she's like, this was 3 weeks ago, Joel. I was bit under an hour ago. It's fucking real. And I was like, so in Last of Us time, in the first game, an hour is 5 minutes from here to there. I guess the daytime did change. Anyway, that's the end of the spoilers. So I was like, oh, okay, it just feels quicker, and I think I preferred that. You know, pace is happening, whereas this game, it's just dragging out so long, and it feels just unnecessarily long for long's sake. I didn't mind it too much this time. I guess maybe because I knew where I was going, it kind of got rid of some of that walking around aimlessly trying to work out what to do and how to climb about. I will say I preferred Ellie's Seattle Day 1 a lot more than the first time. I remember the first time I wasn't really keen on her and Dina, but this time her and Dina felt a little bit more, I don't know, less forced. Maybe because I just knew how things happened. Also, Ellie is such a moody bitch in this game. She's always like, I mean, I understand. Times are tough. So, I mean, maybe I'm just being a little bit out of order. But I'm like, what do you see in her, Dina? She's always just like moody and grumpy to you. Like, even before the tragic happens, she's like walking around like, Dina probably doesn't like me. Oh, Dina's now kissing me. Oh, God, life's so hard. Oh, being an angsty teen. Oh. So I'm just like, oh, for God's sakes. Anyway, so then I think Day 2 and Day 3, it's okay. I mean, again, there are some bits where I'm just like, oh, it's so annoying. What have I written here? Oh, yeah, I wrote that. For me, I don't know why, but when I get to, like, Abby's section, I feel like that is The Last of Us Part 2. I don't know why, but I'm more invested in that side of the story. I kind of like learning about that kind of world. I just get a little bit annoyed with the sort of Ellie. But I do think, though, Ellie has better guns and weapons. Abby's are kind of annoying. Like, I do just like throwing a Molotov. I did go a little bit more, like, Rambo in this one. Oh, I had a great moment, everybody, as well. So I was doing a little bit more of experimenting with the lying down, because I don't think I really did that very much the first time. So you can go like prone and like crawl through the grass. Oh, so there was this bit where you're Abby and there's like a cornfield, and I was like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to become the cornfield killer. So I just hid in the cornfield with my bow. I was like, and they're like, oh my God. I can't whistle, clearly. And they're like, whatever they do. And I'm like, in the cornfield. And then I'm like in the grass going, oh, that was quite fun, actually. So yeah, I felt like the combat was slightly more enjoyable this time round, but maybe it's because I had it on light, or maybe just I'd got better, I suppose. I don't know. I remember finding it very, very frustrating. So there we go. Oh, that's the thing. I haven't actually touched the main part of it. I still find parts of the story very frustrating to play, and just by the end of it, I felt downright depressed and in the dumps. So I am going to say that my lowlight of the week was the lockdown frustration. I feel that was exasperated by playing The Last of Us Part 2. I shouldn't have done it really, because at the end I felt well bummed out. I was like, oh, it's so frustrating. Just some of the things that happen, some of the gratuitous violence that I just don't want to look at, and I'm just like, oh, it's just too much. It's too much for me, this game. It's good, but you've got to have it in small doses. I don't feel like I could play this game as much and as often as I played the first game. It's like I don't know if anyone's watched this. There's this show called Torchwood. It's a spin-off of Doctor Who. Now, the first 2 seasons are, like, stupid because everyone's, like, swearing. Because, like, ooh, like Doctor Who, but we can swear because it's, like, adult now. But then they got, like, called up to BBC One. So they were on BBC Three, which is kind of like, you know, ooh, BBC Three, we're, like, teens. But then BBC One's, like, prime time. So they did this, like, really, like, hardcore 5-day story, which is, like, quite a different tone to what they used to do. But it's so, like, emotional in terms of, like, things that happen in it. You're like, this is just... And it's really, really good. It's a really great story. But I just can't watch it. Because I can watch it now and again, but it's just so downright harrowing that you just can't put yourself through it's not, like, a fun thing to watch, because you are going to feel very, like, drained at the end of it. I don't know if anyone's watched... It's called Children of the Earth. I don't know if anyone's watched it. I would recommend watching it. But it's a lot. Maybe I'm just too emotionally weak. I don't know. So yeah, it was just a lot, and I still find, I don't know, I want there to be a part 3 just because I'm disappointed with how things happened. I would play it again, definitely, but I always want to play, like, Naughty Dog games watching the cutscenes. I guess it would be a different experience if you played it and didn't watch the cutscenes. But playing Last of Us Part 1 is actually quite an interesting difference. For a start, you can see totally, like, obviously this is a dumb thing to say, but the animation step up is like, whoa! And the bow is really weird because the bow goes whoop, and stuff like that. But I think the light one just has... It's just, and Ellie's just so much not, like, better in the first, I guess because she's a kid, but there's just so many moments that I want to hear, but in this one they just don't really talk. No one talks in this game because everyone's like moody with each other because everyone's like, oh, I just want to kill people. So yeah, those are my opinions on that. So let's see. What did you think of Miracle Day, says Fly Highlight? I hated Miracle Day. That's going on about Torchwood. I absolutely hated Miracle Day. I thought it was over the top, trying to be harrowing, but then really gory at the same time. And I just found it disgusting. I was just like, ugh, I wasn't a fan. I think part 3 will be about redemption if they make it, says Sean's like, okay, interesting. So what's your rating of the second playthrough? Better, because you know what's going to happen. So I don't hate, not that I hated the game, but I don't dislike it as much as I did dislike it, but I still dislike how I feel playing the game. Maybe I'm just too, like, there's just some parts of it that are just too much. And that's a good point. Someone did actually bring up about the multiplayer is still to come. So that'll be interesting. I might see, well, I probably will hop into it. I'll give it a dabble and see how it goes. But yeah, I don't know when that's going to come out, but it would be interesting. I'm still not over them trying to convince me that Abby is interested in men. Abby being straight is a what? Really? No, do you know what I thought about Abby? Was at the end of it, my main takeaway was someone did the washing up in the end. The washing up was left because everybody else. Also, there's just so much death. Like, I don't know. Also, the Oh, this is something I wanted to 100% bring up. So I'm playing The Last of Us Part 1 on Light, and I played The Last of Us Part 2 on Light. The infected are so much harder in Part 2 compared to Part 1. In Part 1, you can get away with so much, and they won't come after you. In Part 2, they are on you, and they take a lot more to take down. And there's a lot more of them are naked, I noticed, in the second game. In the first one, I guess maybe because time has moved on slightly, so their clothes have come off. Well, no one has told the infected that. You don't have to take your clothes off to have a good time. Alright, let's just get the message to them. So now I want to try and have somebody who is on Team Ellie to come and debate me. So I'm going to give you my reasoning. I'm going to give myself a 1 minute timer. Here I am. Hello, this is now a court of law. In the court of law we wear hoods, okay? Because this is how we do. So we do in the court of law. Hey, my name is Lucy. I'm here to defend my girl, Abby. She is my favourite character. Let's go. 1 minute on the timer. Why do I love Abby? Okay, so, by the way, there we go. I really like Abby because I really like her relationship. I feel like a kid at primary school has become show and tell. But I really like her relationship with her and Lev. I feel like that is a bit more akin to what Joel and Ellie had. Because Lev being a Seraphite. He's unknown. He doesn't know much about the New World. And some of their dialogue reminds me of how, Ellie would be like, what's an ice cream truck? And Joel would be like, it's this. But Lev is like, oh, that's really cold. And she's like, oh, cool. I like how their relationship comes together. And then she really cares for him. Now, my thing as well is, Abby doesn't want to do any of this stuff, really. She's, downbeat because she's been forced to be a wolf. But in her heart, she's a firefly. And I really want her and Lev to go and find the fireflies and live happily ever after. She's living this miserable life. She's probably depressed. I mean, everyone's depressed in The Last of Us, are they not? I suppose. And I like her characters way much more, but I don't like Mel, but I do like Owen, and I like the aquarium. The aquarium was cute, and Ellie's just being moody, even though she has a really nice life, but I totally get it. But then everyone has had people that died, and it made me think that because Ellie kills way more people than Abby kills of her people. Thank you very much, Your Honour. That is my time. Okay, now I'm going to go to the Discord. Hang on, let me just check. And pick someone from obscurity. Now, if you would like to battle me, to come at me with a rebuttal to what I've just said, put yourself in the chat, in the Discord. So the Discord link, also, yeah, Laura Bailey. There it is. Now, how does this work? I need to do this. And, okay, so if you have a microphone and you would like to battle me back, you need to plug yourself in. Go on the Discord and then join the voice channel text only channel. So let's get a couple of opinions here. We've got Matt R saying Ellie is a much more compelling character. Interesting. Who else have we got? Oh, we got Foxy Cat saying since Lucy is Team Abby, I'll make a point for Team Ellie. So we've got some Team Elliers. Just 23 is also a Team Ellie. I'm just reading this off the Discord whilst I wait for people to file in. And so there's a bit called voice channels. Let me just take a drink. You need to pop yourself in there if you would like to talk it out. Chaos is coming. I will battle you. Batman is the best character because he's Batman. That is a good battle for another time. If this goes over well, we can always battle other things later on. Right, I need to check here. So if there's anybody out there, make yourself known for the debate me portion of the game. What's happening? Unless no one wants to debate me. And then that's the end of this segment. What am I? Why am I red? What does this mean? So I'm just looking at my Discord. That's weird. I've got a purple symbol. What does the purple symbol mean? Oh, it means that I'm streaming. Interesting. I didn't know that. I've learned something about Discord today. What's going on in the chat? Abby would ride like wind bullseye. Let's see. What are people saying? The voice actress who voiced Abby hated her. Really? Well, even Laura Bailey hated Abby. It's funny as well because you hear Laura Bailey's voice loads in the first game. She's like random people. She's like, oh, Joel, I hear you got work duty or something. I'm like, I know you. I know your voice. You're Abby. So that's quite weird to hear that back. Foxy Cat, do you hear? Oh, but you've got to go in the Discord if you want to be on the show. That's how it works. I can't just pluck you out of the stream. It don't work that way. So I will just give you all a few minutes whilst I think of other things to say. But I just don't know. I just really like that section of the game more than... I guess maybe... I just don't like fighting the wolves. Actually, I don't know. Who does everyone think is worse to fight? Do you prefer fighting the wolves or the Seraphites? I can't, like... I always feel like I go through these ebbs and flows when I play The Last of Us. Like, oh, it's like you're fighting the infected and you're like, oh my god, I hate fighting the infected. They're well annoying. Then you fight some hunters or some humans, you're like, oh, I hate fighting the hunters. I can't wait to fight the infected again. I think the infected are probably slightly easier, just because you can manipulate them a bit more. Also, playing the game a second time, I know I've said this before, but I was severely disappointed with how little there is of infected versus human gameplay. It's actually even worse than Left Behind. There's only 2 areas that I could think of that does it. And there's not, like, that many. Like, it's a small area. Very, very, very upsetting, I must say. Well, we've got nobody in the Discord. So I guess I'm gonna, if no one wants to do the thing, I will just call myself the winner, you know? Here in the Court of Order, the judge will bang down and say Lucy wins the battle. The battle of Ellie versus Abby. What's going on here? This is nothing fair. Well, that's it. Does anybody have any, like, questions or whatever? You could just read what we wrote. Okay, I'll just read what people wrote in the Discord. Good thinking, good thinking. Okay, right. So let's see what Foxy Cat said. So, Foxy Cat is team... well, she's going to make a point for Ellie. Ellie knew Joel was lying about what happened at the Firefly Hospital, and that soured their relationship. When Ellie discovered the truth for herself, she hated Joel and didn't want anything to do with him. He made her immunity mean nothing, so she felt like nothing. Finally, Ellie was ready to try to forgive Joel, work together like they did before, but Abby took that away. Ellie was angry she never got that closure, so she went to get revenge. I could go on. I know, I do get it, but I just hate that she murders so many more of Abby's people, and... I mean, it just annoys me. Let's see. Vault Boy Steve. It's a tough topic, and once you get past the emotion, you see both sides. From Abby's perspective, her father and a load of her Firefly family were mercilessly slaughtered by a runner. With that in mind, you can see and understand her reasons for revenge. For Joel, he wasn't willing to trust Abby's father. A cure wasn't guaranteed, and they didn't even inform or ask Ellie if she was prepared to die for nothing. The drive for a doctor to find a cure to end a world-ending plague is paramount, but he was willing to lie and kill a teen just because he thought it might help. See... Who's better? I'm just paraphrasing now. Who's better? I hated Abby on my first playthrough, but became indifferent on my cleanup. Objectively, Abby is the better person from what we see. Ellie is rougher around the edges, more unstable, but she has the nostalgia factor. I know and love Ellie, so until we see more, I have to say I like Ellie's imperfect development better so far. Do you know what actually made me quite laugh when I was playing the game? Because there's a bit when they have the showdown in, like, the theatre, and then you see Abby. Abby's like, you know, she's like well tough, and then Ellie's like, okay, fuck. She knows she's not gonna win, and that's why she has to bring a knife to the fight. God, I'm like, God, Ellie, God's sake. I do really want to like Ellie again. That's the thing. I mean, I don't think one is really necessary. I just thought it'd be a fun debate, because I see both sides of both character stories, but I guess I'm just upset that a character that I really love it's just changed, and it makes me sad. Let's see, what is... despite Last of Us Part 2 not quite coming together, it still contains incredible scenes and sequences. Yeah, there are a lot of great moments in it. At least he's like, yeah, exactly. So there we are, that's my opinions. Oh, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, that was the weird thing. So I must say, it is a very, very weird playing these games in the current state that we are in, because like there was one part in particular where I'm at this hospital and I picked up the note, and the guy is sort of saying in the note, I wanted to go home because I've been working like 24 hours straight in this hospital, but they're saying just go and have a sleep and lie down. I was like, damn, some of this is like too real. It's weird. Like, I know that our pandemic is not like the same degree of severity. I mean, it's severe, obviously, because people are dying, so we never want to like downplay that. But obviously in video games, they do up it to the extreme. And I'm just like, why did nobody think to like put televisions back on in the Last of Us world? Because, I mean, yeah, at the beginning, but then, I guess the world's just too different from ours. I don't know, it's kind of, I don't know, it's just these questions I was thinking. Oh, I've got a question for you all, everybody. What would you rather, if you lived in the Last of Us world, would you rather live before the cordyceps outbreak, and then obviously have the outbreak and live afterwards, so know the old world, or would you rather just never have known the old world and just have been born like after the infected? Because I don't know, I feel like both would be kind of hard, because you would like knowing what you had and that's gone forever. I know I would really struggle with that. Well, now we just got a random question. So that's just like, I don't know, it is weird. I don't know, both after all the way, really? Because I think that was like an interesting sequence as well, where they're talking about, I think it was Ellie and Dina, they're talking about if they could go on holiday somewhere, like where would they go? And I was like, man, that's like stuff that we used to just take for granted, like being able to travel. I don't know, it's such a weird, I feel like maybe that does slant the game for me, that I can't quite get past that. Even though it's not real, like, there are elements of reality that are happening. It's weird. Remember the old world and attempt to rebuild something of its values. Yeah, like bringing the TV back on. That would cheer everybody up, wouldn't it? Like, you know, watching a bit of EastEnders. Nothing cheers me up more, clearly. Less people would make the world interesting. Really? No. You want to live in the Persona universes, Connor. Interesting. I don't know. I think I would struggle, honestly. If I lived in that world and I knew the new world, the old world, I know I'd always be like, oh god, I remember like I'm doing it now, just in our normal lockdown. I remember when we used to be able to do this. Oh my god, it's so sad. So then I guess maybe it would be better to I would want to live before, because I probably wouldn't survive an infected post-apocalyptic world. Yeah, it is. If there wasn't a zombie apocalypse and EastEnders was the only thing on TV, I'd just end it. No, Jess, you don't want to live in the Bug Snacks universe. It's a lie. That's a question for another day. Jeez. So there we go. I think that's where I'm going to end the today's proceedings for my Last of Us second playthrough thoughts. It's a good game. It's hard to say I like it. I definitely had more fun just killing things. But I can't say at the end of it, I was like, what a grand old time I just had. Because by the end of it, I was like, that was really depressing. I need to play the first game now. I need happiness. So, there we go. That's all I got for you. So, I think that about wraps up today's edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Thank you so much for being part of the chat, everybody, and for listening to my ranting of all things video games. I'll be back next week with more. Oh, hang on. Oh my god, that was almost tragic, everybody. I was closing down Discord and I went to quit. Almost hit quit on OBS. That would have been a much. That would have been crazy. So before we end, we are going to. What was your first ever platinum? Says Chaos is coming. It was SmackDown vs Raw 2010. Oh my god, Rusa and Aggie. I have to answer this question. How did you find the dodge mechanic? I absolutely hated it. Now you've opened up. Put the pen away. You've opened up a can of beans, everyone. So, the dodge, for those of you who don't know, L1 and L1 do running and dodging, and it was just so freaking annoying because I'm like running and I'd like to dodge a stalker, but then you can't dodge because I'm already holding the run button, so you have to stop, dodge. Absolute nightmare. I was not a fan of it. I get it in principle. When you're like one-on-one duking someone out, you know, then it's like, oh, yeah. But why can't they just stick to triangle? It's a Joel can, like, reverse in triangle in the first game. So why can't we? I don't know. Just sucks. So, oh, thanks everybody, by the way, for being on the like train and liking the video and stuff. That's I sort of side eye seeing it happening, and you honestly don't have to. It's fine. But I really appreciate it. So thank you all for the like, love. Run and dodge is the same button. I know, Robert War. I know. What kind of madness is this? So yeah, some of the parts of the game I absolutely really didn't like. So here we go. Oh, I'm a day behind. I'm a day behind on lockdown. I've got to do Wednesday and Thursday. I've forgotten where I am in life. So there we go. That ends another day of a lockdown. Thank you so much to everybody for being involved, and I will update you in my quest of whether or not I do get the GTA 5 Platinum. Also, I've got a 4-day weekend this week. So I'm looking forward to that. Wait, because someone filmed me. Oh, you're gonna have to wash it up. Wash it up. Thank you. Right, so I hope everybody has a lovely rest of their week, and I shall see you all next week for another edition of Locking It Down with Lucy. Thank you to the mods as well for all your great work. Bethany, what are you doing? And I shall catch you all. For only people who liked the video can join the train. Toot toot. And I will see you all. Actually, Joe, I'm just gonna finish this drink first because it was so good. You ready? I can't do the chug. I just can't do it. But that was so good. I really enjoyed that drink. So until next week, keep it locked here on Locking It Down with Lucy, and we will talk more things and all things video games next week. I shall see you all. Keep riding the train. Stay safe and look after yourselves, and you know, give a friend a wave through a window. And maybe write Not Penny's Boat on your hand and just press it to the glass, and you can have that sort of contact with them. Goodbye. Goodbye, internet. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. Till next week. I need to